We welcome you to this broadcast of girls varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We are at the barn in New Knoxville where the Celina Bulldogs will take on the New Knoxville Rangers. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, New Knoxville Supply, and NKTelco. A fine thank you to those sponsors that allow us to bring you this. And tonight it's the WBL versus the Midwest Athletic Conference. I should say the Western Buckeye League versus the Midwest Athletic Conference. Girls basketball, Celina travels to New Knoxville. My name is Jeff Henshin. I'll have tonight's broadcast for you here from the barn. Both teams are winless on the season, so something will give tonight. Somebody's going to pick up their first win. Now, it won't be a league win, but it will be a win on the regular season. Celina comes in 0-6 on the season, 0-3 in the Western Buckeye League. New Knoxville 0-9, 0-3 in the Midwest Athletic Conference. Also, both teams feature first-year head coaches. Celina's first-year head coach is Brett Bacher, and for New Knoxville, first-year head coach is Olivia Koenig. We'll meet them in greater detail as we get ready now from New Knoxville Public Address announcer Gary Schrelicki for our national anthem. And then we'll come back with the starting lineups and the opening tip here on NKTelco Sports.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back to New Knoxville as we will get to first meet the officials for tonight's ball game. Robert Maxson, Dan Holland, Joe Turner, the men in stripes tonight. And now the starting lineups brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. Number 4, Rachel Rammel. She's a freshman. Number 20, leading scorer, 11 points a game, senior Taylor Klingschren. Number 33 is senior Amelia Lutz. Number 42, a senior Kyla Billingsley. And number 45 is also senior Peyton Berkey. The starting 5 for Celina, head coach Brett Bacher. Assistant coaches Chuck Rammel, Dan Dirksen, and Gina Stockler, the assistant coaches. Now for the home team tonight, the New Knoxville Rangers. Number 10 is a sophomore, 6 feet tall, Bryn Egbert. Number 11 is a freshman standing 5 feet 8, Addie Albers. Number 22 is a senior standing 5 feet 11 inches, Allie Top. Number 5 is a junior standing 5 feet 8, Kiana Wallman. Number 12 is a junior standing 5 feet 4 inches, Lauren Wingler. Rangers head coach in her first season, Olivia Koenig. Assistant coach Randy Cook. Thank you to Emerson Climate Technologies for our starting lineups. And now our Keyhole Pizza keys to the game. And they include for the Celina Bulldogs, they would like to take care of the basketball and limit turnovers, especially live ball, because that's always points in transition opportunity for the other team. Play consistent team defense that limits the balls getting inside. Force the Rangers to score from the perimeter. Rebound on both ends. They know how important it is to finish on defense, giving up just one shot and maybe getting second chance opportunities with an offensive second chance. So those are the keys brought to you by Keyhole Pizza for Celina. And for New Knoxville, Coach Koenig wants your team to continue to attack the basket. As the first shot was by Wellman, offensive board goes to Albers. Also, the Rangers need to box out, especially on the defensive end. Don't let the Bulldogs get more than one opportunity and handle the ball pressure. That's been the Achilles heel so far for the Rangers, is handling the ball when they've been pressured, and we'll see how they do tonight. They do open up the game with a quick offensive board on a shot by Wellman. I think it might have even been blocked or touched by a Bulldog, but the Rangers will turn it over on the held ball possession, and the Bulldogs now their first look on offense. Their team offense averages 31 points a game. New Knoxville averages 10 under that at 21. So Knoxville has been struggling to score the basketball. They'll look to improve upon that. Celina, Peyton Berkey, the pivot player, kicks out. Three-point shot taken by Klingstrom. It is missed, and a key offensive rebound by number 42, Kyla Billingsley, with the offensive board, and she is fouled. First foul against New Knoxville is number 10, Bryn Egbert. Her first foul in just under a minute to play. You have to be careful. The Rangers do. Not a deep bench, not a lot of players. First free throw is missed by Billingsley. She averages 5 rebounds and 5. She averages 5 points and 5 rebounds, and she got a offensive board that trip and scores a point on it. It's a 1-0 lead, and here comes the pressure by the Rockets. Rangers attack and cross over the 10-second line and go to work now against a man-to-man Celina defense. The Bulldogs in the road green jerseys tonight. The Rangers in the home white. Pass intended for Egbert, stolen by Klingstrom. And 2 turnovers for the Rangers. 3-point opportunity shot by Lutz. No good. Another offensive rebound, this time by Berkey. Berkey now kicks out, and that will misfire, if you will, to Rachel Rammel. And the first turnover for the Bulldogs. Half-court pressure now put on by the Celina defense. Wellman being guarded by Klingstrom. She now hands off to Egbert. Over to Allison Top. Top. Turnaround jumper off the bankboard, no good. So it rims out. A nice move by Top. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. And they'll look to grow their 1-point lead here. Billingsley loses the handle but maintains balance. Thought maybe she was going to travel but held on to it. But does throw it away as she was in a bit of a bind under the basket. Good defense by the Rangers, forcing the second Celina turnover. Wellman finds Top. They break the 10-second line. Wingler kicks to Egbert on the baseline. A 17-footer is short. Rebounded by Lutz. One and done for New Knoxville. Berkey, left-hander, has it stripped, and there'll be a held ball. So good defense by Allison Top, I believe, tying up Berkey. That'll be a turnover. The possession arrow will favor New Knoxville. In for Celina, their first support player off the bench. Number 24, Kira Dirksen, senior, into the ball game. Half-court press put on by the Bulldogs. New Knoxville breaks it. Top left-handed shot is short. Good defense by Billingsley to force the tough shot. And it will go over to the Bulldogs. 5:16 to play, first quarter. 1-0 the score on the First National Bank scoreboard. Zone defense for the Rangers. Cross-court skip pass by the Dogs. Albers knocks it away. Wingler comes up with a steal. Wingler strong on the attack. The board will stay with the Rangers. Good play by New Knoxville. Wingler's shot was blocked. Still with New Knoxville. Top gives it to the freshman now, number 11, Albert. Swings it over. Good defense by number 20, Klingshon. And she will get the steal, and she will get the score. Taylor Klingshon with her first points of the game. She averages just over 11. Ball batted back to Wellman. New Knoxville will skip it over. Wingler open for three. High arcing left-handed jumper. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Wingler, her 7th three-point basket made of the season. She averages 5.5 points a game for New Knoxville and has the Rangers tied now at 3 apiece. Berkey with the basketball being guarded by Top. Bounce pass out. It goes to Ramel, and they'll reset the Bulldog offense. Open three for Klingshon, no good. Rebounded by Egbert. One of the first one-and-dones for the Rangers defense tonight, limiting the Bulldogs to just one shot. Wingler steps back from 18, no good. There's a rebound by Klingshon and a foul on New Knoxville's Kiana Wellman. Support players again for the Dogs. 15, 25, and 33. Holstead, Bacher, and number 33, Lutz, back into the ball game. So Kenley Holstead and also Brooke Bacher into the Bulldog lineup. They've played 8 players already. We played just about 5 minutes. New Knoxville stays in their zone defense. Ball knocked off of a Ranger. Turnover Bulldogs. That's her 5th turnover here in the first quarter. Top will be called for the charge. Defensive play there by Kyla Billingsley, taking the charge against Top. A bang play. Her first foul for Allison Top, New Knoxville's 3rd. In for New Knoxville, a freshman, number 4, Araya Fenning, replacing Allison Top. Again, New Knoxville staying in zone defense. This is Fenning defending Bacher. Pass goes into the backcourt, and that will be an over and back call. So that'll be the 6th turnover for the Bulldogs here in the first quarter. New Knoxville has 4. Each team has been somewhat careless with the basketball here in the first quarter. Egbert to Wellman, back to Wingler. Left-handed three-pointer, no good. New Knoxville can't maintain possession. There will be a defensive rebound for the Bulldogs. Klingshon back into the game. With the basketball now, Brooke Bacher, a freshman point guard. Klingshon, no one picks up the drive. Her shot is off the mark, though. And it will go over to the Rangers on the out of bounds. Peyton Berkey back in for Celina. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go first quarter. I'm Jeff Henson bringing you tonight's ball game between the Bulldogs and the Rangers. Pass into Albers. The Rangers break the press. Shot was blocked. Rebounded by the Bulldogs in transition. Klingshirn will finish. Klingshirn now with 4 points. Good job by the Bulldogs getting the ball out on the block shot and scoring a transition opportunity. Fenning has it go off of her hands. 5th Ranger turnover. Right idea on the diagonal pass. Knoxville can't hold on. It's a 5th turnover of the quarter. Berkey up to Holstead. Her straight on 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded and into the hands of the Rangers. Fenning will give over to Egbert with 1 minute and 20 seconds to play. 5-3 in favor of Celina. Egbert loses it, gets it back. And Coach Koenig will get a timeout with her team on the floor. We'll take a timeout with 1 minute 12 to play in the first quarter. It will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Rangers, their first timeout of the ball game. They trail 3-5. We'd like to also mention during this precision strip timeout, other sponsors that help us bring you these ball games include Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Switterman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Securcom, and St. Henry Bank. Additional sponsors that help us bring you this ball game. And tonight we're watching high school girls basketball. The WBL and the Midwest Athletic Conference. The Bulldogs represent the Western Buckeye League, and the Rangers represent the MAC. Wellman open for 3 on the design play. Nice execution. Egbert with the offensive board. Albers kisses it off the glass. Good job by New Knoxville. They score a bucket, a key rebound by Egbert, and a basket for Albers. Her first points of the game, and it ties it back up 5-5. Berkey open, left-hander will kiss it off the glass. Assist from Klingshirn, back at from Berkey. Berkey averages just under 3 points a game and pulls down 4 rebounds for the senior. New Knoxville has broken the pressure. Here, thought maybe it was going to come to the double team. It doesn't materialize. Fenning drives to the basket, her shot blocked. Open for 3, Bacher, no good. Top with the rebound, 5 seconds to go. Long pass to Albers with 2. She'll fire a long 3, it'll be well short, and there's your first quarter buzzer here at the barn in New Knoxville. Celina has a 7-5 lead over the New Knoxville Rangers here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Celina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Welcome back to New Knoxville. My name is Jeff Henson as we start the second quarter of basketball here, where the Bulldogs of Celina lead 7-5 over the Rangers of New Knoxville. First quarter shooting, the Bulldogs 3 of 4 from 2-point shooting, 0 for 5 3-point shooting. So overall, the Bulldogs 3 of 9. As Billingsley drives to the bucket, lost the handle, and the Rangers come away with it. New Knoxville, first quarter, not very good shooting. 1 of 10 from 2-point range, 1 of 3 from 3-point range. And going to the bucket and scoring in transition, Taylor Klingshirn, and that's the second time she's scored in transition. But the Rangers in the first quarter just 2 of 13 from the field. Both teams found it difficult to score. Celina had 6 first quarter turnovers. New Knoxville had 5. Klingshirn makes the 3-point play. She now has 2, 4, 6, 7 of the Celina 10. She's their leading scorer at 11.3. As the press so far hasn't hurt the Rangers too bad, they've been able to break it. And this time they'll draw a foul against Celina's number 4, Rachel Rammel. Rammel, her first, and just the first foul against Celina. Egbert up to Wingler. Man-to-man defense for the Bulldogs. Guarding her is Rammel. Now it's Egbert with the basketball being guarded by Berkey. And there's a held ball possession. It'll be a turnover. New Knoxville will lose it on the alternating possession. Actually, they'll keep it, I guess. Yes, it will stay with New Knoxville. One minute gone here in the second quarter. Violation, New Knoxville stepping on the out-of-bounds line. Their second turnover of the quarter, 7th of the game. Rachel Rammel, freshman point guard. Her dad was one of the assistant coaches. Chuck Rammel. Lutz, pull-up jumper from the foul line. Her first points of the game for Amelia Lutz, a senior, averaging just under 5 points a game, and it's a 7-point Celina lead. Mentioned Rachel Rammel's dad as assistant coach. There's a number of coaches at Celina where it's a father-daughter, and we'll touch on those here on that turnover. So we have Rachel Rammel, who's the assistant coach's daughter to Chuck. Then you also have Dan Dirksen, who's an assistant coach. His daughter Kira plays. And the head coach Brett Balker, his freshman daughter Brooke. So 3 assistant coaches with 3 daughters playing varsity basketball. Albers with the basketball. Good hands by the Bulldogs. They'll create the 4th turnover of the quarter. Klingshirn with the basketball. Back up it goes to Rammel. Celina will reset their offense facing the Rangers zone. The Rangers have been in zone throughout the game so far. Rammel thought about it, goes up. Her shot blocked by Addie Albers. So one freshman drives, another freshman blocks. Good defense by Albers, and the Rangers will try to break a scoring spell, drought. Albers for 3, no good. Long rebound will go over to Celina. Back in for the Bulldogs, number 25, Brooke Balker. Balker penetrates, bounces to Klingshirn. Tough shot, baseline, no good. Albers with the rebound. It's 12-5. Another turnover for the Rangers. In transition, shot taken by Dirksen, no good. So they miss a chance to capitalize on that turnover. Albers will be fouled. Blocking call against Brooke Balker, her first, team's second. Kiana Wellman, number 5, is taking the ball out back into the Ranger lineup. Fenning, no good. 2-point shot. Berkey with the defensive rebound. Berkey on the perimeter now will swing it back up top. It goes to Dirksen. Dump down into Billingsley. Cut off, and there's going to be a foul on top. So Billingsley will be back to the foul line with 2 shots. She was 1 of 2 in the first quarter. Top picks up her second foul. Team's 5th. Billingsley again, 1 of 2 from the line. Those were back in the first quarter. A chance to grow the 7-point lead. That makes it 8 now, 13-5. It was 7-5 at the end of the first quarter. A 6-0 run for the Bulldogs. Make it a 7-0 run for the Bulldogs. Billingsley now with 3 points. A 9-point lead for the Bulldogs as we approach the midway point of the second quarter. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left. Wellman shot blocked. Rebounded by Wellman. Loose ball battle. Will be a travel as Albers rolled over with it, and you cannot roll over. You can slide with the basketball, diving for it, but you cannot roll over. Wingler for New Knoxville back into the ball game. With the basketball now for the Bulldogs, Brooke Bockard. Over to Kenley Holstead. Holstead thought about the jumper. Billingsley now will reverse it. Bockard cut off and now double teamed. Klingshirn drives to the basket, and she is fouled. She's been very active on offense tonight and defense, but on offense, Klingshirn has found the knack to take it to the basket. Albers of New Knoxville picks up her first foul, team's 6th. Klingshirn, her second and third free throws here. She's 1 for 1 in the quarter. That one no good. Score remains 14-5. Klingshirn with 7 points in the ball game, averaging just over 11 and just under 9 rebounds as she misses both free throws. Battle for the rebound won by Kiana Wellman. Pass intended for Wingler will be a jump ball, and that will be a turnover as the Rangers lose the ball on the possession arrow. 7 second quarter turnovers, 12 in the game for New Knoxville. Celina had 6 turnovers in the first quarter, but just 1 here in the second quarter. So a lot better job for the Bulldogs taking care of the basketball. Bocker pulls up. Her shot off the mark, maybe blocked by New Knoxville, rebounded by the Rangers. Man-to-man defense by the Dogs. Wingler will be fouled before the ball is lost, so it will be out of bounds under the Ranger basket. Personal foul goes against Kyla Billingsley. Her first, team's 3rd. Bounce into Top, a little bit too strong. Right idea off the hands of Top. The 8th turnover for New Knoxville. Rachel Rammel kicks to Holstead to go back to Rammel. Lutz. 2-point shot from Holstead. Kenley Holstead, her first points of the game. And Kenley Holstead, a long 2-pointer. Tough shot as she was on this side of the court, had to run baseline, catch it, turn around, and hit the jumper. 11-point Bulldog lead now, and Rangers need to find some offense here. They've struggled, not scored in the quarter. Egbert cut off, kicks out to Wingler. Left-handed 3, no good. It'll stay with New Knoxville. They'll get another look at it here on offense with 2 minutes, 12 seconds to go into half. Top Misses. Egbert gets it back. Misses. Couple nice looks for the Rangers. They'll have to try to convert. Nope, it'll be out of bounds. Foul on the floor. Klingshirn with the foul. Team foul number 4. So it'll be Ranger basketball underneath. Making her first appearance is number 23, Alex Kimmel, a sophomore. I have now 9 different Bulldogs have played. Egbert finds Wellman, 2-point shot. Foot was on the line. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded backside by Lutz. Rammel will again survey the Rangers' zone defense as they space themselves accordingly. 15-footer, no good. Klingshirn with a rebound, no good. Stays with the Bulldogs. And before anything else happens, Coach Bacher will take a 30-second timeout with 1 minute and 35 seconds to play in the half. New Knoxville has not scored in the quarter. Celina leads the Rangers 16-5 here on NKTelco Sports. Well, I have 1 minute during this precision strip timeout. Would like to also thank Keyhole Pizza for bringing you the keys to the game. Our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, think first. Our starting lineup sponsor was Emerson Climate Technologies. Player of the game for New Knoxville tonight is being brought to you by NKTelco. And also, we'd like to thank our New Knoxville Live View sponsor, and they are New Knoxville Supply. Again, thank you to those sponsors that allow us to bring you this. And it's high school girls basketball here on NKTelco Sports. Egbert nearly picks up a foul trying to play through Billingsley. Billingsley able to maintain possession. Her overhead pass deflected, stolen, turnover by the Bulldogs, but just their second turnover of the quarter. They've done a very good job handling the basketball here this 8 minutes. Top, muscles in, kind of lost a handle on the way up. Didn't get a clean look at it. It will stay with the Rangers. Another offensive opportunity here for the Rangers. This is their 4th offensive rebound of the quarter. They had 3 of them in the first quarter. 7 in the game, just not been able to capitalize. Ball stripped away. Klingshirn, quick hands, creates the 9th turnover for the Rangers in the quarter, and also picks up a foul against Lauren Wingler, her first, team 7th. And Klingshirn will go back to the free throw line for a 1+1. She missed her last 2 free throws and a shooting foul. And that one no good as well. So tough night from the free throw line from Klingshirn, and Albers with the rebound. And we have 60 seconds to play in the half. Rangers down by 11. Again, looking for their first points of the quarter. There's a turnover, closely guarded 5-second violation committed by New Knoxville. So that'll be a dead ball turnover. Bulldogs now will look to grow that 11-point lead. Each team is winless on the season, so somebody is getting their first taste of victory today. Right now, the Bulldogs lead by 11. Klingshirn needs help as she picked a dribble up, finds Kimmel. Over to Rammel. Zone defense by the Rangers. This is Klingshirn, who plays all sides of the court. That pass knocked out of bounds by Wingler. Will stay with the Bulldogs. Berkey in to Rammel. Billingsley inside. Can't get a shot off. Kicks out. Down to 15, or at 15 seconds now. Nice pass on the interior. Shot taken by Alex Kimmel. No good. Defensive rebound to New Knoxville. 12.5 seconds to go in the contest, or in the half. Rangers have to go in a hurry to get a shot off. It's down to 6. Double team coming by the Bulldogs. Wingler able to get out of it. Her pass off the mark. That's the halftime buzzer. Your score after 2 quarters of action. Celina 16, New Knoxville 5. You are watching girls varsity basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back to New Knoxville, where the Celina Bulldogs are taking on the New Knoxville Rangers in girls basketball. We're at halftime. The Bulldogs lead New Knoxville 16-5. Here is our first half stats so far. For the Celina Bulldogs, they were 6 of 12 from two-point shooting, 0 for 5 from three-point shooting. Overall, 6 of 17 from the field were the Bulldogs. New Knoxville Rangers were only able to connect on 1 of 16 from two-point range, just 1 of 5 from three-point range. Overall, a very tough 2 of 21 from the field. Free throw shooting, Bulldogs hit on 50% of their free throws. They were 4 of 8 were the Bulldogs in the first half. New Knoxville did not go to the line, therefore no attempts, so they were 0 for 0. Rebounding in the first half for the Bulldogs, 14 rebounds for Celina, and for New Knoxville, the Rangers pulled down a total of 18 rebounds. Turnovers, Celina committed 8, and New Knoxville had 15, and that's somewhat the problem the Rangers ran into. As I'd also like to welcome to our booth now my partner tonight, Michael Laws, made it through some bad traffic and bad weather and a time change maybe.
Yes.
But he's here now, so he'll help me get through the second half with you guys. And Michael joins me as I caught him up to the ball game and kind of what all happened here, and kind of to refresh him in case he wonders what happened. There was a lot of turnovers for the Rangers. We mentioned 15. Poor shooting, as I mentioned, just 2 of 21. And Celina, for a long time, Michael, they didn't take advantage of those opportunities. It was 7-5 at the end of the first quarter, but their defense really picked up in the second quarter. They forced 10 New Knoxville turnovers, and Celina just became more aggressive and capitalized more on those transition opportunities and going to the basket. It's just overall more offense, and it wasn't a lot, but when you don't let the other team score, you don't need a lot. But right now, Celina is somewhat in control.
Yeah, and you can definitely, at least from the short time that I was here, before going on the air with you, you can definitely tell that the aggression was definitely with, Celina attacking the basket. They really, pushing that, maybe New Knoxville just a little bit timid, still not trying to, finding their groove, still, being winless and everything like that. Same thing. Celina, also, going through that as well. This could be a good statement game here, to try to see how they finish off, even though production may not be great here in the first half.
Yeah,
definitely could be we've done games where they've had halves of the second half have been totally different. So
you never know. But Celina, like Michael said, I think just a little bit more aggressive and playing with maybe a little bit more confidence. And Rangers almost commit a turnover at the half court, but when you're struggling, nothing seems to come easy, and until you kind of taste or get that feeling of what it's like to score consistently, it's it's just another tough battle. There's a 3-point shot taken by New Knoxville's Lauren Wingler off the mark. Rebound goes over to the Bulldogs, so Rangers open up again scoreless. It's been since late in the first quarter where New Knoxville put points on the board. They were trailed 3-5 at a minute 12 when Coach Koenig took timeout. They haven't, somewhere between a minute 12 and the end of the first quarter, New Knoxville scored, but they went scoreless in the second quarter, and Celina put together a better quarter in the second, scoring 9. They had 7 in the first, 9 in the second.
Yeah, definitely picking that up. I think they even had a little bit of a slow start, kind of moving, to get things going here, and you can definitely tell by that 9-point second quarter.
Defense beginning to get a little bit more, let's say, physical or violent or just aggressive as the Bulldogs, I think, sense. They can kind of play a little bit stronger defense and take advantage of a New Knoxville team as Top misses the shot, gets her own rebound back. But another tough break as she'll get the offensive rebound and pick up a foul against Billingsley. Billingsley will pick up her second foul.
You got a couple of soccer players here on both teams, so you can definitely tell there's a little bit of physicality.
Yeah, they're used to that.
Yeah, they're used to it. So.
Yep, and you get away with it more there.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, a little bit more called here, but not afraid to throw the body around.
Good move by Egbert. Couldn't quite finish it, but made a nice move. Top 2-point attempt off the mark, but a good move by Egbert to draw baseline. Top, I think, knocks it away down there. They come up with another Celina turnover. 2 quick turnovers here in the half for the Bulldogs. Boy, Klingshirn, there's a reason why she's ahead of the Snake on this team. She leads them in scoring at 11 a game. She had 7 in the first half, but just plays pretty aggressive. You talk about going to the basket. She's one of those girls in the first half that did a lot on both sides. I saw her here in the first quarter, like on the left side in front of me the whole time. Then the second quarter, it seemed like she was on the right side of the court. But, boy, every time she touched the ball, Michael, it was, I'm going to the basket, I'm going to make something happen.
Yeah, you could tell, like I said, from the short time I was here, definitely a lot of, clarity and being able to, move the basketball and attack it and do very, very well. Turnover there, it looks like. And going back to the Celina.
Looked like a nice give and go as Billingsley will get a nice assist from Lutz, and Billingsley with a quick bucket in transition, her 5th point of the game. But even New Knoxville, a nice give and go on the offensive side, just missed the handle. And in transition, Bulldogs take advantage.
I think you're going to, definitely some rebuilding here, but trying to take that nice 3 attempt, but unfortunately off the mark and off the brick, and back to the Bulldogs.
Klingshirn, I talked about going to the basket. She'll pick up a foul. I think it'll be on the floor, though. It'll be against Top, her 3rd.
Yeah, it looked like it was on the rebound. Yep, looked like it was on the rebound, so not going back up. So I do believe you're right on the floor.
Not a shooting foul, definitely, but Klingshirn is definitely aggressive, wants to make things happen, and has done a nice job tonight. She gets the pass into Bacher. This is Klingshirn coming from the out-of-bounds position. Her baseline jumper no good, and she will commit the foul. Good box-out rebound from Addison Albers. And mentioned before, how many times you see a shooter miss a shot and then they foul almost immediately. Now this time, it came right back to her, but sometimes you miss that shot and you're just so aggressive, you go a little bit too much after it.
Yeah, you sometimes lose that a little bit, losing the ability, and now, unfortunately, throw out and a turnover there for the...
It's a tough pass. Celina's kind of put in a little token, like a 1-2-2 press on, but trying to throw it over, it's like New Knoxville's receiving player on the other side of the court. You got to make it where you can snap, crackle, and pop the pass. The high floating ones take too long.
Yep.
Just stand where you can make direct eye contact and snap it. Something Rangers will have to work on as their defense. They're pretty good to knock down the pass intended for Billingsley and forces a Celina turnover.
Yeah. So you also got to know what's within your team, and obviously with New Knoxville, not a lot of size, so you're not going to be able to get, those high, flashy passes. They've really got to be nice and on the button and then the numbers and, make that happen.
It's keep away, too. You ever play keep away and you stand behind a person trying to take the ball away from you? No, you always move away while they turn their back so they can't find you. so you can make a good outlet for the team person trying to throw you the ball. But that's easier for us to say up here as Celina's number 20, Klingshirn, picks up her third foul. So she will sit down. Coach Brett Bacher, again, his first season, greets her at the bench with a handshake. And Coach Olivia Koenig for New Knoxville, her first season.
Yeah, a couple of rookie coaches here,
Yep.
you know. And
speaking of rookie coaches, while New Knoxville has a basketball, Coach Koenig, a 2019 graduate of Bluffton High School. She was a 1,300-point scorer, so she knew how to score the ball. She made 249 three-point shots as a player at Bluffton, so very offensively gifted as a high school player. And she will call a timeout, and I'll finish my little comments on Coach Koenig. Again, after Bluffton High School, she went to Urbana, played basketball there. Then the university actually closed, if you will.
Yeah.
Went to UNOH and then ultimately graduated college. And she's also an average softball player and a golfer. So, but 1,300 points as a high school player, that's doing something right. And
absolutely.
And she's a 5'5" coach, if you will. So she wasn't a tall player inside. So she did well shooting the ball from the outside. So
Bluffton in that NWCC.
Yep, NWC.
There. Yeah, NWC, excuse me, yes, up there with that conference, and that's always been always been
that's
loaded.
Respectable, yes.
Absolutely. It's always been loaded with that grouping up there, and had a lot of Celina in a transition, obviously with the Rushtons.
Yes.
With their time with the program, both of them from Ohio Northern.
Yep.
And
Kenzie and
Brandon, yeah, and now they're on their venture with their new facility over there, which looks gorgeous, by the way.
Yes.
So over there in Celina,
I got to cover both Brandon and Kenzie as players for NKTelco back when they were.
Yes.
And they were both very fine basketball players, and so you talk about them opening up their facility, and this gave way to head coach Brett Bacher, his first season. He's a Celina graduate as well, so both these coaches in their first year. Coach Bacher here, I'll get some information on him as there's a nice entry pass, but Albers at the last minute, good hands by the Bulldogs, prevent her from scoring.
Setting up another turnover.
Yes, it's again, that's been the Achilles heel for the Rangers, and that's not a good recipe when you have more turnovers, a high number, and then your shooting percentage. Rangers haven't shot real well on the season, which when you don't get many shots, you got to make a lot of them.
Right.
And they haven't been successful enough, if you will. Boy, strong drive baseline. Good job by Holstead. Good ball movement. Open three from Dirksen, no good. Wellman with the rebound. Albers muscles her way into the basket. Straight up defense by the Bulldogs will force a tough shot, a miss. And there's a foul against New Knoxville.
Yeah, trying to get to that, but got some body and
a lot of body.
Gotten her going to the ground there. So
Albers of New Knoxville, her second foul, team's second of the half.
Yeah, only 2 points since the halftime and those two for the Bulldogs. So
yeah,
a little bit cold on both sides.
Yes, about like the temperatures are going to be tomorrow probably.
Yes.
Good defense by the Rangers will force a Celina turnover on the 5-second violation. Coach Bacher, he is a graduate of Celina, so he's coming back to coach his alma mater, a 1999 graduate. He played, speaking of Ohio Northern, Coach Bacher played football, basketball, and track at the high school, but then graduated from ONU, where he's played 4 years of football. So,
oh, wow.
And then he's just happy to be back here helping out. He said he's been on the staff 7 years as boys varsity.
Yep, was their assistant on the boys' side, absolutely.
Egbert for three, no good. Offensive board will stay with Fenning. Good job by the Rangers. Goes out of bounds. Just a follow up on Coach Bacher, the 7 years as varsity assistant. 10 seasons as a combination of either like the boys or girls junior high program. Coached football for 7 years prior to taking this head coaching position. So he talked about how grateful he was to have this opportunity and couldn't get over how nice the players are he's been working with. He understands. There's a tie-up. It'll be stood up. That'll be a travel. But he knows it's for these seniors. It's the third coach in 4 years, and that's a tough recipe to be successful at. But he just talked about how well he enjoys the girls and how much they've been doing so well, and he mentioned you don't always measure progress and wins.
Absolutely.
So,
and I think that's a big, and I honestly, that's just a big thing in high school sports altogether. I mean, they're basing it off of wins and losses. You got to base it off of, progress and practice plans and player development and things like that.
Character and
character
and how you're building these players to be adults someday.
Absolutely. I mean, that's all. I mean, yeah, wins and losses are a part of it, but it's not. Not all of it.
Correct.
And I'm just seeing that, at least in some programs, not necessarily around here, but, a lot of parents, having some expectations that don't need to be.
Yep, very well said. You got a tight rope there, and coaches do a nice job usually of helping develop players. As Lutz for the Bulldogs picks up the foul on Albers as she drove baseline. Just about 3 minutes left in the quarter. 5 minutes gone here almost in the third quarter. 18-5, Wellman for three. Got it. Finally, for the Rangers, maybe some life now as they only down by 10. And, they have to feel fortunate with the scoring drought. They're not maybe down by more, but Berkey gets it back on a nice pass. Assist from Jackie Felver. Bucket by Berkey, her 4th point. But nice pass by number 11, Jackie Felver, sophomore. As Berkey goes down, knocks it off of Egbert, so that'll be a New Knoxville turnover. Berkey, a very good volleyball player as well, and also I think you'll see her on the diamond in softball.
Yes, yeah, a lot of these, especially here, in the MAC, you're going to definitely see they're going to be in all three in some form or another.
Celina is a bigger school, but still certain players, do all three. It's just
absolutely
the athleticism, and some college coaches, a lot of them I think like that players do more than just specialize in one.
Mm-hmm. That's a big thing on development as well. That's athletic development as well. So you definitely want to be able to be a versatile athlete, and a lot of these girls are, especially playing multiple sports.
Jackie Felver shot on the other end, no good. Rebounded for the Rangers. They'll try to build upon that three-point basket they had the last trip by Wellman. For Wellman, that was her 6th three-pointer of the season. Wingler, the left-hander, nice drive. Kid doesn't score it. Rebound with the board. Peyton Berkey with the board in transition. Lutz misses an opportunity. So again, this Bulldogs got good transition opportunity, but they don't score. But boy, the Rangers a nice look. And you talked about the bad percentage shooting with a high number of turnovers. When you get a shot off, they almost always they have to go in, and
you're still in this game.
Yeah.
Even though things are
12,
you're only off by 12, so it's still not.
Yep, they haven't
out of the
question.
realm of possibility here. You're exactly right. So, they should be very, very happy to still feel like they're in this basketball game.
There's a nice job of passing to the opening, diagonal passes, and I don't know a lot about soccer, and you know some.
Mm-hmm.
But in soccer, I think a lot of times how you move the ball down the pitch is diagonal.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
the same thing here. We had a great view on it. New Knoxville, Albers was right in the gap of a couple green shirts. Nice drive by Fenning. Boy, tough shots. 2 good looks for the Rangers here in successive plays or possessions.
A lot of these games have triangles. They're going down to triangles. They got a 2 there. So
a long 2-pointer. Back-to-back buckets by Peyton Berkey here in her last 2 shots. And now it goes back to a 14-point lead. But yeah, you talk about the triangles. That's simply the key to the breaking the press when you can pass it. Jump ball, it'll stay. Nope, it'll go to Celina. New Knoxville turnover.
Yep, that was on the lovely possession arrow. So, but yeah, as you were talking about, the way you move, all these games, it's you have to work within, the system and your team and, in moving that, and it's, there's always a triangle. You always have,
well, there's a triangle
high,
unless you stand behind the defender and make it a straight line.
Right,
that's the point.
absolutely.
You've got to find those gaps and make it. I always say make it easy for the player to throw you the basketball. Boy, picking up her 4th foul is Allison Top. She will quickly get Egbert up off the bench to replace Top with the 4 personals. New Knoxville 7 healthy players. They have another one, Lainey Meyer, that is scheduled to come back here shortly. But 7 healthy athletes, so can't afford a lot of foul trouble, and Top will get an extra break here and try to save her for what she can, if you will, for the 4th quarter. Final 40 seconds. Nice pass into Billingsley, and Albers fouls her, didn't stay vertical. Oh, they'll call a block. I thought maybe she brought verticality anyways, but Billingsley back to the line. And Billingsley has been there 3 times tonight. She went 1 for 2 in the first quarter, 2 for 2 in the second quarter. So 3 for 4 on the night. First one by Billingsley, off the mark, and subs for the Bulldogs. Lutz, number 33, and number 14, Elena. I wrote her name down earlier, and I didn't write on my sheet. As both, I'll get that number 14. I have it as rebounding the basketball for the Rangers is Wingler. The final 30-plus seconds. Turnover in for the score in transition. Jackie Felver. Points off turnovers. Press beginning to heat up a little bit here.
I think Celina smelling something here.
Yep. Lana Carroll is the number 14 for Celina. 3-pointer by Wingler, no good. Albers shot at the buzzer, no good. Couple looks for the Rangers. And there is the final buzzer after 3 quarters of action here at New Knoxville. It's Celina 24, New Knoxville 8. You're watching girls varsity basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to New Knoxville as we start the last quarter here at NK. The Bulldogs of Celina lead 24-8 over the Rangers of New Knoxville. I'm Jeff Henshin. Joining me here in the second half is Michael Laws as we have the final quarter. And we talked a little bit earlier, Michael, about how the Rangers had been struggling scoring, which they have been. But we felt like they were still in the game. But some big buckets late in the third quarter by Berkey and also Felver have opened that lead back up to 16. Now you're beginning to wonder, boy, the Rangers really have a tough time. But one way to score, Michael, get the free throws.
Yep.
And they're going to have a chance here with Albers going to the free throw line.
And the clock has stopped, which is going to be a very, very important here in this fourth quarter.
And you don't have a hand in the face, and you're able to shoot without being touched.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Albers has been to the line. She's attempted 23 free throws on the season. She's made 12, just over 50%. Gets that first one to go in. Her third point of the night. She averages just under 5 at 4.5 points a game. Just a freshman and able to get both. So we'll see once again if New Knoxville can then build on that. Just her 4th point of the half. They went scoreless in the second quarter. A 14-point lead now for the Bulldogs. Open shot by Carroll. 3-point shot by Carroll, no good. It will stay with Celina, okay?
Yeah, it must have gone.
I thought Celina tried to save it from going out of bounds, but maybe somebody from New Knoxville touched it or deflected it.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of commotion over there, so I can buy that.
Klingshirn all the way around the world, if you will. She spent some time on the bench in the third quarter. I know she went out with 3 fouls. I don't remember if she came back in. I don't remember seeing her, but she made her presence known there, Michael, and she has now her 9th point of the game.
Yep.
Top trying to kind of step through, if you will, a couple Bulldogs. It'll be a possession arrow, and that'll be a turnover for New Knoxville.
Trying to get that on the the big thing, I think, you mentioned on those the turnovers is really going to try to keep Celina off the board and see if New Knoxville can be able to kind of, get a couple here to fall here. And, they've just been kind of ice cold here in this third quarter,
Yeah, it's been a struggle scoring for the Rangers. They average just 21 points a game. 3 for Klingshire, no good.
I think they got a hand on that, looked like.
And a defensive rebound for the Rangers as it goes out of bounds. A team rebound in for the Bulldogs will be Peyton Berkey. Berkey with 6 points in the contest. Again, had a couple big buckets in the third quarter. I know she got one inside and then a long 2-range jumper. A 2-point shot she made for her 6th point. She had 2 in the first quarter, 6 on the night. 16-point lead. Albers with the skip pass drives. Has it poked away by Berkey. Egbert will hold it, and Coach Olivia Koenig will take a full timeout. We'll take one with them. It's 26-10. We have a precision strip timeout here on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back to New Knoxville. We are in a precision strip timeout. We'd also like to thank these additional sponsors that include Burke Petroleum, St. Henry Bank, Chiltex LLC, Securcom, Cy Swiderman Incorporated, Park National Bank, Dickman Supply, Hillsman Automotive, and Hometown Opportunity. Additional sponsors that help us bring you these ball games. Jeff Henshin here with you. Alongside me tonight is Michael Laws as the Rangers try to go to work with a nice inbounds play, and they get us a drop. That's a start. Long way to go. Wingler with her 5th point of the night. And it's now down to 14-point lead with just over 6 minutes to play. See once how well Celina, if they kind of push the tempo or kind of take some air out of the ball with some passing and time off the clock here with a 14-point lead.
They've not exactly been as red hot either.
Well, there's a long 3 by Bacher, no good. And whistle, and it'll go over to New Knoxville. So team rebound for the Rangers on the errant shot. And a chance here for the Rangers as their offense has begun to kind of pick up. They got 4 points in the quarter, but still going to have to get some volume offense here and get really good at shooting to make this thing a little bit more challenging for the Bulldogs with the current lead they have.
Good news is a couple of threes. They've been able to hit those, so that they have been able to fall, so it is possible.
Wingler, step back. Quick release for the left-hander. She now has 7 points, and now it's a 12-point lead. And you mentioned momentum. When you start feeling it, everything is possible. So the Rangers will see if they can get a stop here. 2-point shot taken by Holstead, no good. Offensive rebound, Klingshire. And Coach Bacher wants a full timeout. So he will take one, and we will take one as well. Precision strip timeout with 5:11 to go in the ball game. 26-14 lead for Celina here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Celina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Welcome back. With 5 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the ball game, Coach Brett Bacher takes timeout. His team leads by 12. Klingshire into Berkey. Back to Klingshire, and she'll take a three off the mark. No good. 3-point shot by Klingshire, and a big defensive board by Wellman. She's trapped. Turnover. Klingshire steps in front of the receiver. Keyword steps in front of, and gets a big turnover and a chance here to score from the foul line. Boy, Rangers had a missed shot, rebound, but then pressure defense, and then the fifth foul against Allison Top. So they lose. Their only senior on the squad is Top.
Lose her for the night. So
Klingshire with 2 free throws. That one will not go in. Boy, as good a player as she is, has struggled tonight from the foul line. 1 for 5. 1 for 6. Rangers kind of dodge a bullet, but boy, you lose one of your senior post players, so you'll go the final 5 minutes without Top.
that's been kind of the key for New Knoxville on both sides, is just not a lot of elder statesmen on either side, either boys or girls, to be brutally, and still dealing with that youth, and they're dealing with that here, and I think we'll have an over and back. We will.
Tough break pass, just not handled cleanly. And the Rangers will, again, they had the opportunity last time when they fouled Klingshire, and she misses both free throws. Then you come down and don't even get an attempt off and kind of just mishandle the bounce pass. So Rangers, the door isn't nailed shut, but they keep kind of driving a nail in themselves a little bit.
Yeah, they've got to take advantage of these opportunities. They've actually, if you really look at the numbers, I know, you really look at it, they've got a little bit, better, I know that less points, but a little bit better opportunities, at least as far as percentages, until that happens. So
that was a nice finish by Billingsley. Left-handed kiss off the glass. She made that look pretty easy, but now remember, Top is out of the ball game. I think those two have been working against each other defensively on each end of the court. Top gone. Billingsley cashes in for her 7th point. 3-pointer no good. Defensive rebound, Celina. Just under 4 minutes to play. 14-point lead. Rammel, her shot no good. Egbert will come away with a defensive board. Rammel nearly knocked it away, and the Rangers are trying to get it out from under the basket, and that's going to require Coach Koenig to take a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here on the precision strip timeout, as the Rangers have used their second 30-second timeout of the game.
You can definitely tell, I think the tone has been, Celina's been aggressive on really pressing to get the ball back, and right now, Knoxville's kind of waiting, and trying to, find those opportunities and find those passes, and Celina has definitely been the more aggressive here, especially here in the second half on this on the defensive end. They really creating that last opportunity and getting yourself to go to the free throw line, even though you didn't convert, but definitely getting the better of the opportunities with the aggression on the basketball.
Full court press, kind of 3/4, which Celina has been doing. Now Albers in the middle trying to find spacing, but you can't stand behind the green shirts. You need to make yourself so there's no blind spot. The ball gets away from the Rangers, so it's about 3 times in a row. 2 turnovers and a foul against the Rangers in their last 3 trips with the basketball. Berkey, what a finish. Left-hander kisses off the glass, and the past 2 buckets by Celina have both come on left-handed post shots, if you will. And a 16-point lead for the Bulldogs, looking for their first win. And Berkey's going to play defense a little bit too much from behind Wellman and goes through her, committing the personal foul, her first foul, and team foul number 7. So they help the Rangers out here, Michael, with exactly what Coach Bacher wouldn't want to happen, as a chance for the Rangers to get some points with the clock stopped.
Yep. That's one thing that I think that aggression might be able to lead into some fouls and something to be careful of later on.
Free throws missed. Berkey redeems herself, if you will, with the defensive board. Klingshirn dribbles in, shot no good off glass and rim. Wellman with the board. Chance again now for the Rangers. Again, the Bulldogs haven't nailed the door shut, but the Rangers haven't really been able to open it anymore either.
Nope.
It's kind of just stuck there. Nice play by Billingsley, but too much. Yeah, it's a good call. She will foul Egbert. And a free throw again now here. Another opportunity for New Knoxville to score with the clock stopped.
Yep. They're definitely looking to need to capitalize on this to get a chance here.
After a good start to the quarter, as Egbert does get the free throw, the Rangers open up the quarter with a couple free throws made, a couple 2-point baskets, but since that time, it's been turnovers, and missed free throws. So Egbert 1 of 2. And coming away with the defensive rebound is number 4, Rachel Rammel. And Egbert just too much body contact, 84 feet from the basket, or 80 feet from the basket, commits her second foul. 6th against the Rangers, so the next foul will put the Bulldogs on the foul line. Klingshirn is a girl you probably want to have the ball. She does. She gets it down, breaks the Ranger defense. Billingsley for 3. No good. Klingshirn, offensive rebound, stick back, no good. Another opportunity, so Klingshirn has been active on the glass. She misses her first, but she gets fouled on the second.
That's a third opportunity that they can get there, and Knoxville's got to be able to step in there to take that and try to cut this off, cut these second chance opportunities. Now get to go to the free throw line.
2-shot opportunity for Klingshirn, and again, as well she's played tonight, has left some points at the foul line. Coach Koenig told me before the game one of her keys she gave me was box out, and that has to be all the time, not most of the time, as Coach Bacher will take a full timeout, so we'll step away with 2:12 to go in the ball game. Celina leads New Knoxville 31-15 on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
2:12 left to play in the ball game. Precision strip timeout is what we're in right now. Celina leads by 16, and they seem, Michael, to have things under control. Barring it's taken New Knoxville most of the game to score 15. They're going to have to double that plus 1 to even tie, and just 2:12 left to go in the ball game.
Whatever Celina's defense has actually, I think, been working that 1-2, the spread that they've been.
And it's been, I think, kind of token. They haven't really jumped at the Rangers and going at them full bore. It's kind of been just hands up and forcing the Rangers, kind of taking away the passing lanes. And New Knoxville needs to find a better way again of finding that open passing lane.
They're aggressive. They're aggressive on the loose balls, but and now they create a turnover there.
In transition, live ball turnover. Bulldogs will probably wise decision. Don't need the points right now, as well as just need the clock to run and try to escape with what would be your first win of the season. Billingsley, good opportunity. She's going to be fouled. Got to keep the arms vertical. I know it's tempting, but they'll call this one actually on Wellman of the body contact. So free throws coming up for Billingsley. Again, she's been active tonight. This is her 4th trip to the line. She's been to the foul line 1 time each quarter. All for 2-shot fouls. or 2 shot opportunities. She's now 4 for 7. In for New Knoxville, freshman Taylor Klopfenstein wears number 2. As Billingsley averages 5 points a game on the season, gets 1 of 2. Offensive rebound, Peyton Berkey throws it up, no good. Egbert comes away with the rebound, so the opportunity there for the Bulldogs. They net 1 point, a 17-point lead, 2-point shot from Addison Albers. And as she goes down to the floor, it's going to travel or turnover. And a wholesale of new dogs into the ball game. I'll try to get their names quickly here, as we will have number 11, Jackie Felver, number 14, Alana Carroll, number 23, Alex Kimmel, number 40, Kate Braun, and number 15, Kenley Holstead, a new 5 for the Bulldogs. In this varsity-only game tonight, as New Knoxville supports just one team with just 8 girls in the program, and just a 1 senior. With the basketball now is Jackie Felver, and she will lose it out of bounds. Good pressure by Lauren Wingler, and another person for Celina, another player, should say, coming in, number 12, Julia Vehorn, replacing Kenley Holstead.
I was kind of thinking Knoxville might be a little bit more, at least aggressive, trying to shoot, even though they may not be great shots.
Egbert will fire a 3-pointer, no good. Offensive board will stay with the Rangers. Albers wheeling, dealing, jump shot, no good off the mark. Yeah, you talk about firing shots, but I think sometimes when you just don't have the confidence that you're going to make it, makes it a little bit not as fun, if you will, to quote,
right,
force something up. Guys that know how to do it can make, take an inch and make a mile out of it. And sometimes as a struggling shooter, it's like you need time and room to get a shot off. And
unfortunately, you don't have that.
No,
here,
it's a live. It's a live game. It's not
a live game.
You're not playing horse or pig, and you're not shooting free throws most of the time. Your defense is in your face, makes it very difficult.
Yep, I definitely agree, and that's definitely, definitely been, the issue. I think definitely Celina's aggression. I think especially off the loose balls. A very sound defensive plan, been able to. Come up with, maybe not as, shooting-wise, either team really has been,
not
fantastic.
Correct.
But from, how many they've been putting up, but, definitely have executed this tonight, and looks like going to get their first well-earned W tonight.
Yeah, the final seconds here, final score is going to be Celina's favor, as they will
see if they can get one more here. Nope, stepped out of bounds. So
turnover.
Probably will do it.
It will, as that will be the final score. Yep. Celina 32, New Knoxville 15. The Bulldogs go on the road and earn their first victory of the season. The Rangers will remain winless on the season as these two teams battled tonight, and the Bulldogs of Celina again come away with a gritty win. Didn't do everything perfectly, but enough, if you will, to win the game against New Knoxville. We'll take a short break, and I'll come right back while Michael compiles the numbers, and we will recap this ball game with our stats and award our NKTelco Player of the Game for our New Knoxville player here on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back to the barn, as I want to thank these sponsors that allowed us to bring you this, and then we'll go into our game recap. These sponsors include Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, Wegner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, New Knoxville Supply, and NKTelco. Those fine sponsors allowing us to bring you this. And tonight it was the Celina Bulldogs coming to town, and they defeat the New Knoxville Rangers tonight 32-15. And as Michael finishes his stats, I'll go through our game scores for the Rangers. Leading them tonight was Lauren Wingler with 7 points. Addie Albers finishes with 4. Kiana Wellman also finishes with 4 points, their total of 15. For the Celina Bulldogs, 6 different players score. They were led in the game by their leading scorer in the season, Taylor Klingshern, with 10. 8 from Peyton Berkey, 7 from Kyla Billingsley, 2 apiece from Amelia Lutz, Kenley Holstead, and Jackie Felver for their total of 32. Once again, if you're watching this game now and you want to see it again, it'll be on January 3rd, Tuesday, January 3rd at 9 p.m. on Channel 3 and 503. And it'll be on January 7th, a Saturday at 4 p.m. And also check, you can watch on demand. So check that out on YouTube, Facebook, and nktelco.com/sports as those games will be uploaded and you can watch on demand. I think Michael is ready. The nod is yes. And here's Mr. Michael Laws with our final game stats here from New Knoxville.
All right, Celina and going 13 for 35 from the 2-point range, 0 for 12 from 3 range. Total from the field 25 for 47 out of 47 attempts with 22 rebounds and 12 turnovers. For New Knoxville, 3 for 26 from 2-point range, 2 from 11 from 3-point range, total 5 for 37 total from the field, 25 rebounds, but a big telling tale for them, 24 turnovers tonight.
That's been the telling tale. Now, Celina haven't covered many of their games, but for New Knoxville, it's been turnovers and shooting percentage. So tough recipe if you have too many turnovers and don't shoot a high percentage.
Yep.
Something's
got to give.
Yeah,
and something's got to give, and unfortunately, we either got to cut the turnovers down or get the shooting percentage up, and hopefully that'll give them something to work on in their Christmas break practices.
Well, we'll see how that goes, but before we sign off tonight, our NKTelco player of the game goes to New Knoxville player, and tonight we're going to go with Lauren Wingler. She was a leading scorer in the ball game, did what she could to keep her Rangers involved, and just not a lot of it. She had some great looks, scored a couple of them, but it comes down to consistency, and until it happens, it's going to be a tough road, if you will, for any team to score the basketball. But Lauren Wingler, our NKTelco player of the game. And that will wrap it up here from New Knoxville. For my partner, Michael Laws, my name is Jeff Henson. We hope you enjoyed this telecast. Once again, your final score to Celina 32, New Knoxville 15. Thank you for watching here on NKTelco Sports.